At the age of 111, Harry Patch, the last surviving soldier from World War I, gave strict instructions for his funeral. There should be no weapons on display. Harry said that war was calculated slaughter, and that the dead were victims of governments, and that the war wasn't worth one life. The last living witness to the war to end all wars would stoutly declare that he'd no time for thieving politicians' lies. Early in the war, he'd made his own small bid to end it, to end that war to end all wars. Harry'd made a pact with 5 fellow soldiers that they'd never kill a man, that they'd never kill a single enemy. According to King's regulations, their pacifist pact would have been a capital offence had Harry and his mates been discovered, and, ever afterwards, Harry would allude to it with a guarded chuckle, as if he could be arrested for it still, escorted to the regimental guardhouse, and even put before a firing squad, and shot for his treason nearly a century on. Just after the illegal invasion of Iraq, a real traitor, the then Prime Minister, Tony Blair, hoped to meet Harry, now becoming well known as the Last Tommy, with a view to his exploiting him in a photo opportunity designed to heighten Blair's own profile. After Blair effected the introduction, he edged towards Harry's wheelchair, then hovered beside him, grinning, as if attempting to absorb his stardust and even claim it, in some way, for his own. But unexpectedly, he met with Harry's sharp rebuff. Harry regaled him with the Harry Patch remedy for conflict resolution, namely that politicians who took us to war should have been given the guns and told to settle their differences themselves, instead of organising nothing better than legalised mass murder. Harry also told him that nobody during the First World War should have been shot for cowardice, as war is organised killing, and nothing else. Harry Patch had done what no war crimes tribunal has yet succeeded in, namely, to make the despised war criminal and profiteer, Anthony Charles Linton Blair, squirm, make his excuses, and scuttle off.
This is the last of a generation of heroes and courageous people who served our country in World War I. I was privileged to meet Harry Patch to hear...
As soon as Harry's death was announced, every statesman, politician, royal panjandrum, and military brass hat swiftly sidled into the limelight, eager to use Harry for their own ends and squeeze him into the crooked jigsaw of their own inglorious agenda, namely, to rebrand war's moth-eaten romance, as if Harry's soul ever had anything in common with militarism's tunnel vision. Each in turn would clumsily strive to glamorize Harry's contribution to a supposedly legendary war. What a man! What a testimony to the human spirit! What a towering example to us all! Cliché after cliché was piled on top of Harry's corpse, while speaker after speaker after speaker studiously overlooked Harry's truest and most subversive quality, as if each one of them was desperate to bury it in the cold clay alongside his remains. Every single person paying homage solemnly omitted to mention what it was that Private Harry Patch had done. But the irony was, the unique, the exquisite irony was, that the hero they were at such pains to appropriate, Harry Patch, their oh-so-patriotic and dutiful Last Tommy, had never really fought in their accursed war at all. Their hero was a conche, a fifth columnist, a peacenik renegade. He never killed a soul. Harry had never fought in that imperialistic war. Instead, Harry'd fought against all wars, self-replicating lies, in the bravest way he knew, and, together with his friends, proved more courageous than any thoughtless, puffed-up killer.